Hi, Grace family. Happy Friday to you and happy month of May to you. I want to share with you a bit of news. We were considering doing some drive-by communion this weekend. After some further consideration and some deeper thinking on this, we have decided not to do drive-by communion this week. The main reasons for doing so are, number one, we didn't know if we could do it logistically according to the way that we're being asked to maneuver in society. Also, we were concerned just about the intimate personal contact it takes to provide the sacrament by distribution. Lastly, it seems that in these next couple of weeks, we're going to see some lessening of restrictions in terms of a gathering and what is encouraged and discouraged. And it seems like we're on the precipice of a change here. So for those reasons, we decided not to do drive-by communion. And I'm sorry about that. I know many of you were asking for it, and many of you were excited at the opportunity to receive it. I also was excited not only to receive, but also to administer it to you. But it seems best at this time that we wait. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns about that, go ahead and contact me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. But it seems for now that we as a Grace Ministry are simply just going to wait. Waiting. We're going to wait on communion. If I saw my video earlier this week, I shared with you Psalm 27. Psalm 27 ends, "Be strong and take heart and wait on the Lord." Now, Americans aren't very good at waiting. I struggle with impatience, and so I don't do very good with waiting. What about you? How is your waiting going? What are you waiting to get back to? What are you waiting to end? And how's your attitude as you wait? Of all people on earth, Christians should be waiting the best. We're about to celebrate the fourth Sunday of Easter coming up in a couple days. See, with Easter came the upcoming ascension of Jesus. With the ascension of Jesus came Pentecost, the sending of the Spirit who proceeds from the Father and the Son. There on the day of Pentecost, we came into the last days. So the only thing left that Jesus has to do is to return that second and final time. So the church has been waiting for the return of Jesus since that first day of Pentecost. See, the church should be the best at waiting. Maybe as we're in a time of waiting now, maybe we can pause to consider what it's like to wait for that second and final coming of Jesus. What does it look like as the church waits? I think that's a wonderful thing to stop and ponder about how we wait for that second and final coming. The first thing I think about as the church waits for that second and final coming is the posture of the church. See, if we're waiting, that means we're waiting for something to happen. And the second and final coming of Jesus, that's on God's timing. And so the posture of waiting is understanding that God runs the show and we don't. God makes the decisions and we don't. And Christians are the ones to acknowledge that God is the one running the show. God is the one who makes things happen. So maybe we should be better at waiting than we are. Now remember, God is faithful to us as we wait patiently and maybe not so patiently. But God in His wisdom has asked His church to wait. So as we wait for Jesus to return, we're going to wait in other aspects of our lives as well. How might God be refining His church to be a church that waits with a better attitude, to be a church that waits with expectation and with hope, to be a church that waits even when we return to busy lives. The waiting church. Now we do have the promise that God's word is sure and certain. So our waiting one day will end. We'll be in eternity forever and not have to wait. But as we're here between the first and the second coming of Jesus, we're asked to wait. God help us all to wait faithfully, patiently, and with eager expectation for God to move. God bless you this weekend. Looking forward to share the word with you. Hope you and your families are doing well. God bless.